Hi everyone, and welcome to a brand new course designed to help you write letters for every situation you can think of. Well, every situation I can think of at least. And today, with our very first lesson, we are going to learn how to write an acceptance letter. Now, acceptance letters are very useful because, well, we have a chance to write these often, okay? An acceptance letter is when you agree to do something, agree to take something, or agree to be a part of something, right? We're just basically agreeing for something. And we have to communicate that we agree. Okay, so why do we write these? Well, we write them for situations like job offers, or if someone will request something from us or ask for a favor. Maybe someone gives us an invitation to do something and we need to accept their invitation, like a wedding or a party. So these are reasons you would write an acceptance letter. Now, what do you say, right? What do you say in this letter? I wanted to start with this letter because it's really one of the easiest ones to write. So let's take a look at this. You tell the person that you're happy about the opportunity. That is one of the key things that you have to communicate to the other person. I am excited about this. I am happy about this. I am grateful for the opportunity. We want that person to know that, yes, I want to do this. It's not, okay, I'll do it. You see that? I'm accepting it. But here we're writing letters and saying, yes, I want to do this. I'm excited. We want to communicate that feeling, right? So the person who's receiving our letter is like, yes. All right? We want everyone happy, okay? We don't want like negative or just, okay. It's not mom's asking you to wash the dishes and you say, okay, I'll do it, right? Like you have no choice. This is a happy acceptance. Now, the second key thing we need to say is to repeat the details of what we're accepting, right? We have to confirm what that person has asked us to do. We want to make sure that everything that is expected of us is in the letter and we communicate that, we understand it. Now, what happens if there's something missing, right? Well, we have to ask for this extra information. That's what our answer letter will be. Yes, I'm excited for this, but can you tell me this, okay? And the third person is repeat. Basically repeat that you are excited to come. You are excited to be a part of this, okay? First, we're excited to accept it, and we have to close by saying that we're excited to come. Okay, let's take a look at an example here. So I'll read this to you. You have just received an emailed offer. Now, it's important that we say it's an emailed offer because when we respond to this offer, our response will be an email. Now, if this was a written letter, our response would be a written letter. Do you see that? We're copying the style of our request. You can't go wrong that way. If they email you, you email them back. If they send a letter, you send a letter back. If they call you, well, it's a different course, but you would call them back, right? So let's keep going here. Dear Chris, that's me. After reviewing your application, credentials, and our informal interview, we are pleased to invite you to work with our company as Director of Education. Exciting, right? We all really enjoyed the interview with you and are very comfortable in the decision for you to work with us. I have attached the contract and hope that you can sign it and send it back so we can complete the paperwork on our end. See you at 9 a.m. on Monday, the 7th, and we will finalize everything for you. Looking forward to working with you, Cheryl, CEO of Michigan Education. Now, if we look at this letter, we notice something about it. It's not very formal, right? Even though it's a formal job offer, the way she spoke, the way she communicated was less formal. That's important for our response, okay? So we always want to stay in that same style. They email us, we email back. They talk formal, we talk formal. Speak formal. It happens, right? So we want to make sure that if they do something, we respond in kind, the same way. So here, let's take a look at this letter one more time. But here's the key thing. We want to find the important parts. All right, so now I've highlighted them, well, colored them in red, so we can look at them. Director of Education, that's my job position, right? Attached a contract, that's something I have to do. There's an extra piece that I have to do something about. Sign it and send it back. Oh, that matches the contract. Complete the paperwork on our end, so it's not final, right? We have to do more. See you at 9 a.m. on Monday the 7th, when I need to be there. Cheryl, it's important. We know who we respond to, right? We want to answer that person. Michigan Education, what's the company I'm going to work for, right? So let's take this information and make our response. Here we go. We've got our key points up in the left corner here, right? Over there. Dear Cheryl, and it's nice to have it. We can check off these points to make sure our response has everything we need it to have in it. So, Dear Cheryl, boom, we've got it. I am so happy to accept the position of Director of Education at Michigan Education, and I can't wait to get started. You see that? I've included my job title, where I'm going to work, and then I'm so excited, right? We want to convey that I am excited for the job opportunity, right? I'm not washing the dishes. I'm going to be a director. Whoa, right? That's awesome. So we have to tell them that. We're super grateful for this. I had such a good time discussing our views on education and improving the problems with our current system, and I am excited to be a part of your dynamic team. Basically, she said she had a great time with our informal interview, and I made the same type of statement, just with different words, but same basic idea. I have attached the signed contract. Oh, I needed that. As a PDF, which is what you usually do. If there are any problems, please let me know. So if I made a mistake on this contract, let me know so I can fix it, right? That's nice for them. Everything looks great, and I can't wait to see you all again on Monday the 7th at 9 a.m. We've reconfirmed the time we're going to meet. Okay, so if we look at the key points, I've said her name and where I work, my position. I have attached a contract and signed it, and it's all ready to go. It's a PDF now, right? And I've confirmed when I'm coming, and I've written in the same informal style for the email response to her. Now, I will be early, so I'm excited, right? I will be early since I am so grateful for the opportunity. Grateful, we want to convey that we are excited again. Excited to get the offer and excited to be a part of it. That was part 1 and part 3, right? Sincerely yours. Sincerely means that I am very appreciative. I am very grateful, very thankful, right? Chris, I've given you some free ice cream. Thanks, right? It's great. I love ice cream. But I'm not sincerely like, thank you so much for the free ice cream. Here, thank you so much for this great job opportunity. I am sincerely thankful for this. I'm not really sincerely thankful for ice cream. Cookies, maybe, but not ice cream, right? Sincerely yours, enter down 2 or 3 spaces, because if this was a real letter, you would sign your name in between, but it's an email. You still keep the same format. Chris English. Well, my last name's not English, but you would put your last name. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? So, what else are we going to say that's important for these things? We want to review this part. We want to tell them that we are happy about the opportunity. That was the very first sentence, right? I'm so excited for this position. Then we repeated all of the main details, the very important parts that were in her initial email, right? All those red parts that said, the time, the contract. We repeated all that. And the third part was, tell them that you're excited to come And at the very end, I'm going to be early. I'm going to be early. I'm so excited. I can't wait, right? So we've conveyed all three of these parts. Let's try a second one. Now, it's not the same type of example, but it's another situation where we would write an acceptance letter. I would. You have just received a written request. So that means I got a letter. I didn't get an email, I got a written letter. A written request to speak at an event. I'm going to be a speaker. I'm going to go up and say hello, right? So here is the letter. Dear Chris, the Peanut Butter and Jelly Appreciation Group would like to invite you to be our keynote speaker for our 21st annual gala. Whoa! 21 years of peanut butter appreciation. That's awesome. We would love to hear all about your culinary adventures with peanut butter and your famous research with the Inca. Your speech time would be 30 minutes, and we would request a PowerPoint for our hearing impaired members, people who can't hear very well. We request that you join us to help celebrate and raise money for this year's mission to South America for research. Please respond by February 15th so that we can make the necessary arrangements. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Mr. Peanut, the CFO of the Peanut Butter and Jelly Appreciation Group. Yeah. I like to have fun. Okay, so let's look at this letter again. We're going to take out the important parts. Okay, so it's a written request. That means we have to write it back. The Peanut Butter and Jelly Appreciation Group is who sent us this invitation, and they want me to be the keynote speaker for their gala. They want to hear about my culinary ventures and my famous research with the Inca. My speech would be 30 minutes, and they need a PowerPoint, right? And the whole point of this is to raise money for this mission, okay? And I need to answer them by February 15th so that, they can organize everything. And now the person I'm communicating with is Mr. Peanut, and he is the CFO of the group, okay? So we've got our main details that we need to include in our response. Of course I'm going to accept, right? Peanut Butter and Jelly Group. So here's our letter, right? Dear Mr. Peanut, thank you for inviting me to speak at the Peanut Butter and Jelly Appreciation Group's gala. See, I included the whole name, even though in the bottom I abbreviated it, PB&J Group, right? We took it out because it was so long, right? At the end it would have been a huge long sentence, but we make it into an abbreviation. But here in the letter, we want to show our respect, so we type the full name, okay? I would be delighted to speak, keynote speaker, speak, to the members and guests about my recipes and my research with the Inca, the two things they want, in South America. I have no problem making a 30-minute speech and a PowerPoint. So I've acknowledged their 30-minute requirement, and I said, no problem, I'll make that PowerPoint for those people who can't hear very well. I am grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to be part of the fundraiser, right? We're raising money, so I've acknowledged that. I know your organization does great work furthering the acceptance of peanut recipes around the world. I look forward to seeing you all. I'm excited to come, right? Who wouldn't be? Can you please send me the date, time, and location so I don't miss it? Now, in the very first letter, there was no date, there was no time, and there was no location. It just said, answer us by the 15th. They didn't say, where do we go, right? So I had to ask for this additional information. Now, I say best wishes. Why? Because I'm not sincerely thankful for being the keynote speaker, right? I'm not so grateful for this opportunity. It's nice, thank you, okay? I have no problem helping you out. Best wishes, right? Thank you. So this is a nice cordial way. You could say cordially yours as well. Cordially yours, Chris English. Best wishes, Chris English. It's the same kind of concept, the same kind of idea. But we're not sincerely grateful for the opportunity, okay? If my Sunday doesn't get a letter, and it says, nobody asked me to speak at the Peanut Butter and Jelly Association. My life is okay, right? So I'm not sincerely grateful for it. But we still want to be nice and be like, I hope everything's great for you, okay? So best wishes. We want to make sure we keep sincerely in the right situation, and cordially yours, best wishes in the right situation as well. Okay, so things to remember. Write about how happy you are about accepting this offer. Repeat the key points. Ask for more information if necessary, right? If we need it. And reply as soon as possible. That's how we do this. We keep the same formats. We respond exactly how they did it. And acceptance letters aren't too hard, right? It's quite easy to make these. Now, I hope you enjoyed the first lesson, and there will be many more letters that we will write for these unique and different situations, because one letter doesn't fit all situations, right? I'll see you for the next one, okay? Bye.